Hi, I'm Peter Weintraub, owner of Fitness Retriever. Today we're going to discuss in very simple and broad terms the dangers of sugar. The first thing I want to point out is that sugar is addictive. In fact, according to brain scans, sugar is just as addictive as cocaine and other illegal narcotics. Essentially what happens is when you ingest sugar, dopamine is released in your brain. This causes you to feel pleasure, and that's why you feel so satisfied when you're eating it. The problem is when you have that excess amount of dopamine, you can't seem to get enough of it, you develop an addiction, much like cocaine and other things. So what happens is over time, the more sugar you eat, the more you're used to, daydreaming about if you're on a ride home and you're passing a bake shop or a place that sells a donut, cookies, something like that. You really feel like you need it. And this also happens when you're eating it. You can't just have one cookie, you can't just have one sugary snack, you need to have several, usually in one sitting. So excess sugar consumption can lead to insulin resistance. I have a diagram here to show you exactly how that works. So first you have to ingest a food that's high, or it doesn't even have to be high, but something that has carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is essentially sugar. When you ingest it, your blood sugar levels are going to elevate. Your body's response is to produce insulin to handle and regulate that blood sugar. The problem is, as your body continues to get used to the excess sugar consumption, your cells begin to resist the insulin. And the problem with that is that the sugar then gets stored as fat. It's not utilized as an energy source. You have that food coma, that 2 o'clock feeling afterwards. That's the short-term issue. Long-term issues, obviously, you can accumulate visceral fat, and it can lead to cardiovascular disease as well as various forms of cancer. So I do have a few tips for you to avoid excess sugar consumption. The first is to limit your processed carb intake. So basically, a lot of people like condiments like mayonnaise and ketchup and things like that. You want to look at the nutritional label where it says sugars, and you want to see how many grams of sugar there are per serving. My rule of thumb is if there's 3 grams or less, you should be in the clear. Secondarily, you want to eat low glycemic fruits. Fruits like bananas, grapes, and melons tend to be very high in sugar, so you want to eat low glycemic fruits. If you're not sure about a type of fruit, you can Google it and it'll tell you the glycemic index right there. And lastly, you want to eat non-starchy vegetables, potatoes, legumes like black, pinto, and kidney beans, as well as corn. They really elevate your blood sugar levels if eaten in excess of half a cup. So really try to minimize those. You want to eat greener vegetables. So the greener the vegetable, general rule of thumb is the better it is for you. If you found this helpful and you need help with your diet, feel free to contact me. Best email to reach me at is info@fitnessretriever.com. You can tweet at me at my Twitter handle @fitnessretrieve, or feel free to visit my website for more information on diet and nutrition at www.fitnessretriever.com. Thanks for watching.